welcome to another edition of Haas Talks. We're in the K&B Racing studios here at TMS, the little dirt track. Cash Money.
Sir.
Beetlejuice. Braxton Weger. Cash Lacombe on Haas Talks. These two guys are restrictor racers, and let's just dive right in here. So far, Braxton, this season has been a really breakout season for you. I mean, let's talk about the big win at the Pete Frazier, and then it's kind of just snowballed because then you win the KKM Challenge, you win the Dog 50, and now you're looking to try and pick up another one here at the Micromania KKM Challenge. Just talk to me about the race season so far and how things have been going for you.
Yeah, man, last year about when it came, it was probably like October, we hired Hunter, and like the first race we hired him, I got second, and that was like a big accomplishment for me because my goals was like make the A-main.
Yeah.
And like now it's win the race. And so once we hired Hunter, I realized that we got something going. And so we all just kind of had to get the car comfortable, get Hunter comfortable, and just trust ourselves basically. And so once we dove into this season, we started doing good, getting top 10s, top 5s, getting a couple wins, some mistakes, hitting tires and stuff. But other than that, once we started getting on a win and we got rolls, and I was at 4 in a row until last night. But other than that, we're going to try to see if we can win the TMS.
Just keep on rolling. I mean, this deal at TMS here is a little bit different because of the format, right? Like,
yeah,
you have to race 2 nights. You have to have 2 good, solid nights. You had an okay, mediocre night. Cash last night had a sucky night. So it takes the whole process. Cash, let's talk to you real quick just about your season, because I feel like you've had solid things going your way, and then all of a sudden all heck breaks loose, and you just have a run of bad luck. People's other problems getting in your way, and you're just forced to deal with what you've got. Talk to us about your season so far.
Yes, sir. Last year we only raced local, really my whole racing career. We haven't really gone anywhere, but now we're with the Now 600 schedule, and we've been mostly good luck this year. We've had a pretty good speed week in Kansas and a pretty bad speed week for Sooner Speed Week.
Yeah, so it's been up and down, but for both of you this season, it's kind of been the national tour, right? Like the National Open Wheel 600 Series there with Terry and Angie and the whole bunch. What has that been like for you guys as far as, like, you know, you go from running your local weekly racetrack to now you're going to a different track almost every weekend. Do you think that helps you in the long run as far as being a good race car driver, or what?
Yeah, I really think it does. I've always ran Port City for 2 straight years. I ran Port City, and now that I run Now 600 Tour, I'm seeing more tracks. I'm getting more favorite tracks. I like tracks that are bigger, some that are smaller, some with berms, some with tires. I'm getting to see different areas and all that. And now that we started running with it, I like it because I found some of my favorite tracks in Nebraska, and I got some in Kansas, and it's not just Oklahoma.
Right. And Cash, like, what do you think about all these different tracks?
Yeah, last year we really just catered to Gulf Coast, 105, and a couple other tracks in Louisiana. Ran Port one time, and now I'm getting to get more seat time, get better, I'm with BSI, Beeford Speed Implements, and I'm learning a lot more.
So talk to me what it's been like. Like, he kind of alluded and talked about working with Hunter on things and kind of getting their program going. What's it been like with you working with Weldon and getting that whole thing going?
Yeah, so we have a program, and I have 2 teammates, Ty Foldrum and Jude Allgaier, and it's been way better than how it was last year. We've had some bad nights and some really, really good nights.
So tell me, you guys have been traveling with each other a little bit and seeing each other at different racetracks. Like, is there any rivalry between you two? Do you guys, like, get any smack talk going on with even Jude and Ty? Do you guys get that going, or are you guys pretty friendly and cheering each other on?
So, sometimes with Jude and Ty, but most of the time, not really.
Not really? I know that Braxton likes to stir the pot a little bit. I mean, so who do you think's the faster one out of the two of you?
Oh, that's definitely me. You can see that last night. Like, one guy's flipping down the front stretch, and one guy's running top 5.
Oh, man.
We're just not going to talk about Caney.
No,
we're not just going to talk about Caney, so let's talk about Caney. What happened at Caney?
So, it was really my fault on my part.
Man,
but
it was just kind of a racing deal. You got a blind spot, and Cash is coming in from my inside. I shoot down. I was on the outside line. I probably should have ran the top, but rookie mistake. I dropped down to the bottom, and once I dropped down, Cash was coming in full speed, and he really didn't see me. So when I dropped down, we kind of
Smoked each
collided.
other?
Yep.
Oh,
Took us
man.
both out.
So what is it about racing for you guys? Because I know you've played baseball and you've done other things, you know, with the shooting and different things like
Yeah.
that. But why racing? Like, what made you want to race?
Man, I could go real into detail, man. One time we were sitting in IHOP, and I'm pretty sure we just got back from church. And Caden's watching this monster truck show or whatever online. He's like, man, I tell you what, we should race. Dad's like, all right, well, I think I got something in mind, because at that time he was helping James Moran with the mini sprints and stuff. And so that day we went and bought a trailer and a truck. We didn't even know what we were racing, but we bought a rig. And it was our very first rig. It was like a four-seater semi, and it was a gooseneck and all that. It wasn't the greatest rig, but we bought it, and then we had somebody talk to us about getting outlaw carts, and we bought 2 outlaw carts. I ran at one race, got my stuff junked in the heat race, and about that time he started talking to James Moran. He's like, nah, man, you want to be in this. Mini sprints is where it's at. And so we bought 2 CS9s, and we started there. And then once I got in the car, I will say I was a little bit nervous. He'd have to show me, all right, you got to get on the gas right here, because he'd pull up the computer and it wouldn't be all green and red. It'd be like blue, because I wasn't on the throttle like going in. Like I had to shoot it in harder because I was losing momentum when I was going in with no throttle. So it took me a little bit to get used to, but other than that, I started getting an adrenaline rush and started loving racing and all that. And then like non-wing nationals came around, gave me something new, and then I got to run A-class, because once TMS showed up, it was non-wing outlaw, and I didn't run non-wing or I didn't run outlaw, so we ran non-wing A-class, and so I've tried new things. I just like it. I like it.
Did you start off in karts, Cash, or like what was the first racing experience for you?
Junior sprints.
Junior sprints. So see, he skipped right over junior sprints. So does that make him a better driver in the long run, or does that make you better because you have more experience?
I don't really know.
Think about that, Cash.
Yeah,
Just think about it.
Yeah, I'll think it real hard. I don't want to spit it out.
Did you like the junior sprint deal, or was that something that now that you've had the restrictor, you're like, oh man, how did I ever race those things?
It was fun at the moment, but once I stepped a foot into the restrictor, I got out there and I never thought about junior sprint again.
You ever played any other sports? You do anything else outside of racing and talking to girls?
I played basketball
Oh.
and I played baseball for a while, and I fish.
You go fishing, so you're just an outdoor boy. You like doing the outdoor fun stuff. Do you have a favorite baseball team, either one of you? Like, do you follow sports at all, or are you just like, meh?
Not really. I mean, I follow like mainly racing. Like sometimes when Caden's like, I'll watch Caden and stuff, but other than that, I don't go like to MLB or anything like that. There's nothing really. I don't really follow any of that. Just racing.
Just racing. So, so far, what is your favorite racetrack you've been to race at?
Airport Raceway.
Garden City. I like that place too.
Man,
That's a pretty trick place.
It's hard to pick the number one. Probably Sweet Springs. I like
Yeah.
Sweet Springs.
Like Sweet
Because
Springs.
normally it's a 2-lane track. It's a berm. It's not tires, thank God.
And
Other
you've
than
won
that,
2 big races
Yeah,
there.
2 big races back to back. Man, I like Cam too, because it's berm. It's real small.
Yeah.
And even though it was all around the bottom, I still like that track. And probably Jefferson. I like Jefferson too.
Jefferson is fun.
Jefferson's a fun track.
Jefferson,
around the
I've been to
top.
Jefferson
Yeah,
too.
yeah. They got tires, but they're in the infield.
Yeah.
They're not
like way
kind of on
in.
the track. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
they're-
real easy to miss them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like ultimate racing, what do you want to do? Do you want to run NASCAR or asphalt, or do you want to stay on dirt? Do you want to try and pursue it as a career, or keep it as a hobby? Like what's your dreams and admirations? Cash, I'll let you go first.
Really, I just race everything possible. Sprint car, midget, modified, late model, NASCAR, trucks.
Anything racing, you want to do it?
Kyle Larson style.
Okay.
Man, if I could make a career out of it, I'd love that. After micros, I kind of want to go to midgets, but I don't know if Mama's going to let me do that.
Yeah.
So I might have to go to sprint cars. But if I can get to NASCAR, heck yeah, I'll do it. Even though it's asphalt and it's little bit boring.
Right.
I'd do it. I'd
Still do it because it's
'Cause,
racing.
Yeah, it'd be a name. My name would be out there.
So running restrictors, you guys are still young, still have a lot of time to go. You're still in school. You're having to focus on that. You being on the road, that time there between Sweet Springs at the PFM to the KKM, you really had to still do your homework. What's
Yeah.
school life like for you guys? And I mean, small town for both of you, right? Like a small town school. And what is school like? And do the kids at school get racing?
Man, not really. It's because I used to go to another school and I only got to miss 10 days. And going on the national tour, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started talking to a teacher at a different school, and we got passed to where I can miss as many dates as I want at this school as long as I keep my grades up. And so at first, once I started going to school, the teachers, they're like, yeah, we're good with that. And then they didn't start liking it, and I kept missing. So they'll throw 3 extra days of work at me and all that. And so like in between the Pete Frazier Memorial and Sweet Springs, I was like doing homework like 5 hours a day, and I could not get ahead of it. And so I finally got it done, and I went home with all my homework done and all that. But school's getting tough with me, and teachers are starting not to like me and starting to just shove tests in front of me and all that without like being 1 day back, 2 days back. So we're thinking about going online soon.
Doing the online schooling and
Yep.
stuff like that. What's it like for you with other students and stuff at school?
Really, nobody gets it. Really, I'm there. I play basketball. That's really all I fit into. It's just quoted from them. It's a circle, going in circles and
Yep.
turning the wheel.
Just turn left the whole time.
Yep.
They all think, because they don't realize that like we're all running the same motors and same injection
Yeah.
systems and all that. They think, oh, you just press the gas down and you can pass it.
Yeah.
It's kind of not like that.
There's a lot more
Because
to
we
it
all
that
got
they
the
don't
same
understand.
stuff, and it's like getting to the exact same cars and doing a drag race.
How much time do you guys spend working on the cars? I mean, helping out and trying to learn about doing it. Cash, you smile. Like, do you do anything? Do you go clean the car? Do you do anything? Like, what's a week like getting cars ready?
I'll admit, I don't really work on them that
Yeah,
much.
same
but
here.
I got welding, so I'll wipe the car down. I'll
Yeah.
do tire pressure. That's about it.
Yeah, on my side, like, once we didn't do anything like to the cars. It was once before we hired Hunter, like it was a show up at the racetrack. All right, lube the chain up, move the spacers. Yep, we're good to go. It was really no maintenance at all, and so it was just wipe the car down when you got there and try to make the A main. And so once we hired Hunter, I will admit I need to be in the shop a little bit more, learning it and being around it and stuff, trying to figure out how I can get better and stuff, because if I understand the car, I feel like I can say, hey, no, actually I want it a little bit looser, or
Yeah.
I want it a little bit tighter. But I really think I need to be in the shop a little bit more, but like I help him on some of the loading days and not as much on like wash days and stuff, because normally he's just got his routine and all that, and I'm in school because Monday's our wash day. But other than that, like if he needs me at the shop or something, I can try to go over there if I'm free. But normally I always got homework or something like that.
You got homework or you're
Yeah.
working on the farm, because
Yeah,
that's the other thing. Like
Yeah.
people don't realize that you got a lot going on outside of school. You still got to help with the farm and running equipment and everything else. Whenever we get on the road to go on a road trip to a racetrack or whatever, like what's the go-to snack for you? Like what's the go-to snack at the first pit stop you make or the first drink that you get? Like what's your go-to, Cash?
If they got it, I would say hot Cheeto popcorn.
Hot Cheeto popcorn.
hmm
And what's your drink?
Probably a red Gatorade. It's got to be red for good luck.
Red for good luck. That's one of your colors, right?
Superstitions, I tell you.
What about you, my man?
Man, so if it was in the rig and we're traveling, it'd be a Dr. Pepper and chicken biscuits. But if we do stop at a gas station,
Chicken biscuits.
Chicken
Chicken biscuits are good.
oh, dude, them things slap.
Is it bussin'?
Oh, it's bussin'.
Oh man, bussin' slap.
But if we go to a gas station, probably gonna stick with Dr. Pepper still, because that's just the go-to drink.
It's got 23 flavors.
It's Dr. Pepper with cream soda.
Oh, okay.
It's the
Cream
best
soda.
thing on the market right now.
All right. All
And
right.
then snacks, man, I like cinnamon toast bugles. Those are pretty good. I like Sour Patch.
You like a
or
good
Cheez-Its.
milkshake? You like a good milkshake after school?
Yeah.
The couple times I've been at the
yeah.
shop, there you go.
Yeah.
You come in with a big old cup
Yeah,
of like,
it's big old ice cream. I fill ice cream all the way to the top, leave a little bit of edges, but smash it down, put some milk in it, get it real soupy and all that. Oh, that's good.
If you guys got the aux cord before the races are on, what kind of music are you playing to get pumped up, or do you like silence? Just leave me alone.
Really both. I mean, sometimes me and Dad will be jamming, or sometimes I'm a sleeper on his phone.
So if you're jamming, what music are you playing? Like, are you playing like Taylor Swift? Are you playing like Little Yachty or Little
No.
something or another?
Nothing really rap. Just
No rap?
either country just his old school music.
Okay.
Really.
You talking about heading towards the races?
Towards the races, at the races, anytime. If you're listening to music, like, what's your go-to?
Man, Hunter's normally got aux, and it's normally some rap, and then we get tired of that, so we'll go to some country. But, like, before the races, like, when we're at the racetrack, I don't really listen to any music. The only time I listen to it is, like, when I wake up in the morning, and I'll go out and clean my car. Like, it gets boring by yourself, and so I'll turn on some music, normally rap or country, whatever I'm feeling.
So if you had an intro song, like, you know, like you see at, like, wrestling or things like that, whenever they introduce, they say a guy's name, they start playing a song, like, what song would they play after they're like, driving the 31 BW, Beetlejuice, Braxton Weger? Like, what song would play? Would it be like
I'm a country boy.
Oh, country boy.
Four-wheel drive, yeah, country boy. Yeah, that'd probably be it.
What about you?
I really can't answer that. I gotta go through the phone.
It's definitely Beach Boys. It's definitely Beach Boys.
Probably.
Some Beach Boys.
Something Beach Boys, something beach themed or all that. Living that
something-
close to the Gulf Coast.
Something
That's-
paradise.
Yeah,
Something Paradise.
that or fishing in the dark or something
Yeah.
like that.
That would probably be it.
Man, that's some good stuff. One thing that there's got to be misinterpretations, like you say, your teachers, your friends at school, people just think that you're just out here going in circles. Like, how would you describe a race night to a non-race fan, to somebody that's never been to the races? Like, how would you describe racing a race night? Any track, it doesn't matter where.
Man, it's kind of difficult. Like, you got to be here to experience it because, like, all the videos and all that looks like you're going 25 and all that. And you're not in the car fighting it, doing slide jobs, anything like that. They really got to be here to experience it. But if I had to, like, explain it, I'd tell them, like, oh, we run 20 to 25 laps, and man, it's kind of hard to explain it. I will say that. Like, I'd probably just show them a video or something and try to, like, explain as we go around the track, like, hey, I threw a slider here, he slid me back, I'm running the top, realized the bottom was fading, so I moved to the top or whatever like that. It's just, you just kind of try to make it basic because they won't understand it, really.
But like, what about, like, just race day in general? Like, you don't just show up at 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, roll out a car and you go. You're here all day. So, like, what's it like leading up to race time? Like, you've been out riding the dirt bike around, hanging out with people, going to this trailer and this rig and going over here and a little smack talk here and there. Like, we've smack talked a little bit this week. I mean, like, so, like, what about racing do you like? I know it's adrenaline and I know it's speed, but talk about the friendships that you guys have, because you guys live hours and hours away, but you see each other a lot during race season.
Yeah, like, I see Cash, even though Cash lives like 5.5 hours away, I see him basically like every weekend, if not every other weekend. Because, like, sometimes if we go to like a Port City Weekly and all that, he's obviously not going to be there because it's just like a little weekly show.
Yeah.
But normally there's a big show going around somewhere. And, man, it's friendship right here and all that. But if I got to risk it going in 1 and 2, trying to pass him, if it depends on him being a lap car like normally, or if it's like anything like that, man. Yeah, we got friendships and all that, but sometimes you just got to risk it. You might get into each other, and we might hate each other for the night, but tomorrow morning we're probably going to talk about it a little bit. But other than that, we're going to hang out. We're going to go to each other's shoulders and maybe go somewhere and ride dirt bikes or something like that. We're going to be friends. I mean, it's racing, man.
The camaraderie is pretty cool, right?
Yep.
Pretty sweet. Anything you guys want to say? Like, you want to say hi to mom or dad, or like give a sponsor shout out or anything like that? Like, this is your time on Haas Talks. You guys take it away. I'm going to let you guys take over the show.
Quoting from what Braxton said earlier, so when we were at Port City, he leads the race, 15 laps in, KKM.
Hi, hold up now. Let's
10
back
laps
up.
left, 10 laps left, going 3 to 4, smokes a tractor tire.
Spins her around. Right right there. That's rookie mistake right there. That's why we like tracks with berms.
Tracks with berms.
So Port City, I mean, I've always said Port City is my favorite track, but that was when I ran it for 2 straight years, and I really didn't go anywhere. I went to, like, Creek County, but, I mean, it's decent and all that, but, like, I'd choose Port because Creek ain't as racy, and, like, especially a restrictor, it's just momentum game and all that. But, like, now that I've started and experienced it, yeah, I like Port, but sometimes I just want a different scenery.
Yeah.
Like I want to go to a different track and stuff. And so, like, once we got away from Port, I started liking racing more and all that because I ain't got to worry about that tire. Because once I'm in the lead, yeah, I check out, but it's all mind games. I just want to get a little bit closer and a little bit closer and a little bit closer and then smoke the tractor tire.
Smoked it hardcore.
Like, the good thing, like, Sweet Springs, oh, you can go back and you can watch Pete Frazier and KKM. I bet I hit that berm 25 out of the 30 laps or whatever it was. Like, I was smoking the berm. But when you hit the berm, unless you hit it, like, really hard, you're still good. Like, it was, it'd be the KKM. It was like 3 to go, and a lap car was in the way. And I tried to sneak up on him, and I hit the berm really hard, and I almost spun it out, not going to lie. But, like, I let off, tried to use the brake a little bit and try to, like, stable myself out, and I caught it. But, like, out of all the other times I hit the berm, that was only one time that I could have spun out. Like, anytime you hit the tractor tire, normally you're going to hit it and maybe break something, or you're going to hit it and somebody's going to pass you because you're obviously losing momentum doing that. But other than that, like, I don't get along with tractor tires at all.
Have you ever thought about being on a broadcast?
Broadcast, huh?
Like, come up and announce them with me?
Yeah,
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Me and Braxton
You send
TV
me in
show.
that. Well, dude, we
B
can
and
be
C
your
racing.
B
telling
and C racing. I like that.
We should get you guys on the broadcast one week at Port.
All right,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Bring you upstairs.
KKM.
KKM.
I feel like I'd be good
You
at
want
that.
to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll bring you up for like some non-wing heat races or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Are you in? Anything else you want to say to the camera? This is your time again. This is your last shot to tell.
From what Braxton said, tractor tires suck.
Yeah.
All right.
Anywhere you go, like there's this. I'm not gonna say specific track. There was one track I went to a couple weekends ago. It's got a berm and tractor tire. So you try and use that berm,
Doggy.
and you hit the tractor tire. You're already leaned up, and then you hit it. Then it's not a good combination.
Man, to wrap it up, I just want to say thanks for getting us on here.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it because, not going to lie, I was a little nervous when I started this. It's pretty cool.
Pretty easy,
I
right?
I feel famous, not going to lie.
Oh no, you're
Like, I
making
feel
me
like
famous,
We
bro.
need to go
Dale
back.
Earnhardt's right here beside me or something.
We got 3 speeds.
Here, there, and gone. That's what it is.
There, and gone. It's
Yeah,
been
you check out, man. I tell you what.
It's been fun. It's been Cash Lacombe and Braxton Weger right here on Haas Talks. Thanks for tuning in.
Performance Electronics, custom electronic solutions. From design to manufacturing, let us put your ideas in motion and become your company's full-service electronics manufacturing experts. Performance Electronics.